So after losing to the Raptors, the Nuggets moved on to play the Brooklyn Nets, where they lost their third game in a row. We fell to the Brooklyn Nets 119 to 108 in Brooklyn. Fell to 33 and 21 on the year with this loss. Again, no Gallinari or Iguodala for us in this game, but the Nets also didn't have Deron Williams, so can't really say we lost this game due to Gallo and Iguodala being out. Tough game for us, but again, kind of the same things that has hurt us in losses this year. Hurt us again in this game. Did a poor job of defending the three-point line, turned the ball over a lot, and ultimately it cost us a win here against Brooklyn. Looking at some of the good things we did here in this game, we did outscore Brooklyn 46 to 36 in the paint. You like seeing that. Obviously, I think we could have been a little more aggressive in this game. For us to only score 46 points in the paint is not really good, but defensively to hold the Nets to 36 points in the paint, pretty good job there. We shot 71% from the three-point line, which is something we don't do all that much, so you like seeing that. Did a good job of knocking down some threes in this game, and we did have 17 fast break points, so there was times in this game where we did a good job of scoring in transition and getting some easy buckets out on the break, fast break. But all in all, this just was kind of a sloppy game for us, not much to be happy about. Ty Lawson, though, I thought once again played great, finished with 26 points and 9 assists. He was 8 of 11 from the field, 5 of 5 from the three-point line, and 5 of 7 from the free throw line. Excuse me. I thought early on in this game, Ty was kind of settling. He wasn't really being aggressive, wasn't looking to score. But then came out in that second quarter and just went off. He had 12 points in the second quarter alone. And I think he hit 2 threes each in the third and fourth quarter, which you like seeing. And again, just a super efficient game scoring-wise for Ty. Goes 5 of 5 from the three-point line. You love seeing that. 26 points on 11 shots. Gets 7 free throw attempts. Again, I thought he was pretty damn good. Did a good job. Besides the first quarter, after the first quarter, did a great job of being aggressive and once again attacking the basket, playing with confidence and just doing what he has been doing as of late and just continuing to play at an extremely high level. Jordan Hamilton gave us some pretty solid minutes off the bench. He finished with 15 points on 6 of 9 shooting from the field. He was 3 of 4 from the three-point line. Did a good job of finishing at the rim. He had a couple good finishes, good crafty finishes at the rim, I think in the first half, and also had a really big three for us in the fourth quarter to keep us alive in this game. I really liked his energy, really liked what he brought off the bench for us here in this game, playing some minutes. Another guy that hasn't really played all that much minutes this season for us, that probably, but a guy that probably deserves more minutes. I thought he was real solid in this game and did a good job of scoring in a multiple amount of ways, getting to the rim, being aggressive, and then also scoring from the three-point line. Andre Miller also played well. 8 points, 10 assists for Andre Miller in this game. Only shot 4 of 10 from the field, but he did a good job. He sparked a 13-6 run for us to start the fourth quarter, which we were able to use that run to get back in the game. He had 3 alley-oops in this game that were all to JaVale McGee and Kenneth Faried. Did a good job being aggressive, scoring for us, facilitating the offense, and was a big reason we were able to actually get back in this game and have a shot to win it there in the fourth quarter. And JaVale McGee was great. 14 points for JaVale here in this game. He was 5 of 7 from the field. Had 2 alley-oops from Andre Miller in this game. Had a beautiful baseline dunk in the second quarter. Big putback jam over Gerald Wallace, and was aggressive all night. Again, playing with some confidence, being aggressive, attacking the rim, and just kind of putting on a dunk show here against the Brooklyn Nets front court. Looking at some of the bad things we did here in this game, we really played poorly in those second and third quarters. We were outscored 72 to 55 by the Brooklyn Nets in those second and third quarters. Brooklyn did a great job of getting to the free throw line during those 2 quarters and slowing the game down. They really did a good job of controlling the tempo there. On the offensive end, we did a really poor job attacking the rim. We settled for way too many jump shots, played way too perimeter, struggling to execute in the half court offensively, and that's something that really kind of worries me in terms of looking down the line towards the playoffs here in a couple months, because obviously the game slows down in the playoffs, and we're going to have to score on a more consistent rate in the half court. So we did a poor job of that though here in this game, and again that's kind of a cause for concern in terms of looking down the line. We gave up way too many threes as well in this game, especially throughout those 2 quarters. The second and third quarter, Brooklyn went on a 27-12 run in the third quarter that was sparked by Joe Johnson. He had 10 points in the third quarter. Hit a couple big threes and was just going off on Wilson Chandler and Jordan Hamilton in this game. But those were really the 2 quarters that basically kind of killed us here. And again, a lot of that just had to do with Brooklyn being able to control the tempo of the game with getting to the free throw line. They were the more aggressive team, and us just settling for way too many jump shots on the offensive end and not attacking ourselves, and then just us once again giving up a ton of threes. We were also out-rebounded in this game by Brooklyn 37-29. You hate seeing that. For us to only get 29 rebounds, that's pathetic. I mean, there's just got to be a better effort, better energy level on the glass. I hate seeing that. We committed 14 turnovers. Brooklyn scored 20 points off those turnovers again, committing too many mistakes, and Brooklyn being the good team that they are, did a great job of capitalizing on our mistakes. We gave up 16 threes. Again, seems to be a reoccurring problem for the Nuggets, not only this season, but the past couple seasons in terms of defending the perimeter and protecting that three-point line. Brooklyn shot 59% from the three-point line in this game, and again, we just had really poor late rotations in this game, got mixed up on some switches, gambled too much on defense, cheated too much on defense, did a lot of fundamentally things wrong on a defensive end, just little things wrong, and those cost us 16 threes and also cost us a win here in this game. And Brooklyn also beat us from the free throw line. They had 30 free throw attempts to our 22 free throw attempts. You don't like seeing that. And we missed 10 of those 22 free throw attempts that we had here in this game. Again, free throw shooting continues to be an issue with this team this season, and to leave 10 points there out on the court, you hate seeing that. So just a lot of bad things we did in this game, a lot of poor things we did here in this game, but again, it's just kind of the same reoccurring problems, settling for jump shots on the offensive end, giving up way too many threes, not doing a good job on the glass, and then committing way too many turnovers. It's just, that's kind of the formula for us losing. So tough loss for us here against Brooklyn, but we kind of deserved it with the amount of mistakes we made here in this game. Joe Johnson led the way for the Brooklyn Nets here. He finished with 26 points and 9 assists. He was 10 of 19 from the field, 5 of 9 from the three-point line. He tore up Corey Brewer, Wilson Chandler, and Jordan Hamilton in this game. There was really nothing they could do to stop him. I mean, he just went off on all three of those guys. He had a huge third quarter. Already talked about that. Hit a couple big threes. Did a good job of facilitating for the Nets offense here in this game. Did a great job of passing to the open man out of the double team, because we kept double teaming him down on the block when he would post up. And he also did a great job of just passing out of that and finding the open man on the perimeter, which led to a lot of open threes for the Nets. And then I had that big layup to end the third quarter where he just went coast to coast. Just a real poor effort by us defensively there to end the third quarter, and just played really well. Joe Johnson tore us up, and it all started for us in that, or for him in that third quarter, where he just went off on us in that quarter. C.J. Watson had a good game here for Brooklyn, filling in for Darren Williams. Finished with 25 points, 6 assists, 2 steals. He was 8 of 12 from the field, 5 of 7 from the three-point line, and 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Excuse me. He was aggressive in this game. He got a bunch of open looks from the three-point line here in this game, which again really killed us. We just did a poor job of rotating over, and he took advantage of that. And for him to have 25 points and only 12 shots, go 5 of 7 from the three-point line, just a super efficient scoring night for C.J. Watson against us here in this game. And Brook Lopez also had a real solid game. Had a big fourth quarter. 7 of his 23 points came in that fourth quarter. He was 9 of 15 from the field, 5 of 5 from the free throw line. Did a pretty good job of being aggressive and attacking the rim all game. I thought our big guys did a poor job of not allowing him to get to the rim here in this game. You look at what Corey Brewer and Wilson Chandler did for us in this game. Both those guys struggled here, especially defensively on Johnson. Brewer once again just gambling way too much on the defensive end, overcommitting on the defensive end, just going for steals when he doesn't need to, taking unnecessary risks on the defensive end. That cost us a bunch of threes in this game. Way too much. He did that way too many times here in this game, just being over aggressive and gambling too much on the defensive end. That led to multiple open three-point shots for the Nets. And again, we just had poor late rotations on D. We did a poor job of cheating on D and getting lost on those switches, and a lot of that had to start with Corey Brewer and Wilson Chandler. And then lastly, Kenneth Faried and Kosta Koufos, they just did not play well. Those guys only combined for 12 total rebounds. We're not going to beat many teams when Kenneth Faried and Kosta Koufos only combined together for 12 rebounds. So that also was a huge reason we lost this game. So tough loss for us, but again, just making the same mistakes that we did in the Toronto game and the Boston game before that, and it cost us another win. So the Nuggets fall to the Brooklyn Nets 119-108. We fell to 33-21 with this loss, and we moved on to rematch the Boston Celtics after the All-Star break.